That's what I'm waiting for.
Probably 4.5 years. Yeah, I think it'll be 5 years in June. It's 3 years working on it. It was just needed to be gone.
The water pump. See the water pump?
That's cool. I like it.
Beautiful.
And you said it took 4 years to work on it. You
Yeah,
said
3.5 years. When I got it, it was drivable, but it had the wrong color paint. Everything was kind of tatty, Then when we took it apart, underneath, this is all hand hammered aluminum, and underneath it was white ash, structure, and it was just coming apart. Had the car sat for a couple of more years, I don't think it would have been restorable. So we caught it just in time.
Quick question.
Quick question.
Water pump? Do you have to lubricate that water pump?
Yes, you do. Yes.
So you would put grease in there? or
Right,
something?
just a little bit of grease and
Wow.
so that was another thing when I got the car. It had like a regular car water pump on it, cobbed in kind of off to the side, so we had to find a 26 water pump.
which is very impossible.
It's funny what you learn when you go through something like this, right? So there's 3 different water pumps in 1926, and this is an early car, and a judge wouldn't pick this up. That's the last water pump that they used, and it was much better. Had a spring in there that kind of pushed the seal forward, and was just really good at not weeping, right, or leaking. So that's like kind of like the ultimate one. So that's a concession to like finding the correct part, and the earlier parts being not as good as the late 26 parts.
Is the crankcase aluminum?
The crankcase is aluminum.
Wow.
And it's funny because the number 1 crank bearing is actually on the frame. There's like a pillow block on the frame, so you've got everything in line. One of the main bearings is not in the motor, so it's kind of neat. Yeah. Beats me, but it seems to work. I don't know if I have a
really smooth running.
Yeah, it is pretty smooth. When it's running, it's got the idle all the way down, and the timing advances you're supposed to. I left it running in my garage to go do a chore, and I came back and I'm like, uh-oh. They opened that up, and then as it warms up, the straps open. There's a pump. Yeah, right, it's running. Right.
Yeah. So that right there, 58, 59, 60, it's like my favorite, even if it was Volkswagens, Caddies, Chevys.
Bought it off a guy in Redlands, which is about an hour from here. Yeah. It's kind of a nice town, but sometimes it's freezing cold, and sometimes it's burning hot when you go there. Yeah.
Just because I like how the dress changed the outside.
Yeah, the pinstripes are very cool. It's funny, like all the old pinstripers are alcoholics. It's weird. It's like it's all shaky, and then he puts the paintbrush to the car, and it's like, yeah.
That's right. And is this what the paint would have looked like when you actually would have bought it, or
Bought it brand new. This is the color. So there's a GM Cadillac factory ledger, and on the ledger, there's my car by VIN number, Bambolina blue, trimmed with the maroon, and stuff like. And then it tells you that the top was khaki duct, and it gives you a few other clues, but not a lot for the guy that's restoring it, right? So
Interesting.
You got to read between the lines and looking at existing cars and stuff like that.
Right.
Who restores all this? Who does all this?
Well, I helped my friend Harry Nix do it, but Harry and his boys did most of it.
And is that it? He has a shop?
He has a shop in Redlands.
Ah.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time with Harry, spent a lot of time in his shop.
He's pretty famous.
Yeah, he's right. Pretty famous.
And what is this guy for?
Okay, so there's 2 things that you can do through there. One of them is adjust the turnbuckle because the brakes aren't liquid. They're like a rod, right? A strut rod.
Oh, okay.
And then another thing too is when the car's running, there's no fuel pump. There's like a compressed, like it pumps air into the gas tank, which gives you the push for the flow, right? But there's also a nipple under there on both sides where you can hook a hose to that pump and top off the air in your tires, or service your tires if they run low or you get a flat.
Wow.
So it's kind of well thought out.
Yeah, crazy. And this would have been a very expensive car at the time, right?
I think the Lincolns were more, but it was still, I think it was like $1,800 to $2,200, which was a lot of 1926 money.
Yeah. Crazy.
Horsepower.
Very cool car.
138.